Hello everyone, Lizette Volkwyn, and I'm so excited to talk to you about how to convert hope into action. Now, right now, the first thing we need to ask ourselves, what is hope? Hope is a feeling of expectation that something good and sometimes something bad will happen. Now, what's that different? What we read right now is more than just hope during this pandemic. We need to take hope and convert it into action. Now, I recall many years ago, I've actually had a computer company which actually went bankrupt. And the moment it happened, I felt so sorry for myself and I just wanted to pity myself. But I had two choices. I could either fall victim of a business that had gone bankrupt, or I could actually stand up and say, I'm going to learn out of this and I'm going to take action and I am going to be victorious. Even though I really felt like I'm going to die. Believe it or not, I didn't. And guess what? You won't die either. You need to choose to stand up victorious and make this world a better place and make your life happen. So how are we going to do this? You know, we normally ask ourselves the question, but how are we going to get this action plan in place? Right now, I'm just worried about getting food on the table and whether I'm still going to have a job afterwards. And how are we going to survive? The first thing we need to do is we need to start assessing the damage. And by that I mean, literally sit down and understand exactly what is your situation. Especially when things go bad, what happens is we over-exaggerate the situation and we don't find the solution because we are so overwhelmed with everything that could go wrong. What we need to do is to completely change that picture and say, but what is really happening? Yes, I am battling a little bit with finances. I do this, I do that. I might not have another job. I might not be able to do that or whatever. The truth be told, we need to change the whole ball game right now and say, I know what I have. I assess the damage. When I had my company and went bankrupt, I had to say, okay, right now I don't have a company anymore. I need to go and look for another job. And where am I going to find another job? What is my new direction? But the moment I knew exactly what my situation was, without putting any emotions to that, I could start redirecting. Because assessing it, I can say, okay, right now, I know I don't have a job. Let's prepare for that CV. Let's prepare for the future. Right now, I don't have food in the house, or I don't have money to go and buy future food. I can start selling things. I can start making plans. I can put myself out there for a temp position. But suddenly when I start assessing the damage, I could put action to that. The second one which we need to do is to put immediate, capable and probable actions into place. I.e., I don't have food right now. Let's start talking to the neighbors. Let's start putting myself out there. Which is very important, is that you have to let your pride go. It's not now the time to say, I'm not going to ask anybody for help. I'm not going to do this. A very valuable lesson I've learned because I thought nobody would help. But the moment I put out my hand and said, I can maybe cook, or I can do this, could you help me with that? People are quite happy to do that in exchange. And the moment you start these possible actions you could take right now, life changes. The third one I want to leave you with is to say, own the situation. Don't blame anyone, because whether you like it or not, whether you've blamed it or not, it's not going to change it. But own your situation and say, you know what, this happened. Whether the company's the right or the wrong, I don't have a job right now. Or I have a job, but I'm not getting any income right now. Or I am battling with food. So yes, I have to scale down. Or whatever you need to do, own it. Because when we own it, we have a different appreciation for it. And then we make it work. So what am I saying? To convert your hope into action, we need to assess the damage. You need to take action which you really can do right now. You can't go to work right now, but you can at home start progressing towards a job, to making sure the work is done, or even get yourself qualified online for better opportunities. And thirdly, start owning that situation and convert it to make it yours and make it the best you possibly can. Now, I would like to know of your challenges you have right now, and I want to know, how are you converting this hope into action? Please visit my website lizettevolkwyn.com or follow me on my YouTube channel, L Volkwyn, Instagram, share this video and like my Facebook page. But let's get connected, comment, and let's get you to the very best of you. I am Lizette Volkwyn, living life beyond the obvious.